Last but not the least, I would like to invite Ammar Shahid on the stage. Would you please share a few words with us?
The only reason you guys were cheering right now is because we didn't have relative grading. But, with that out of the way, good afternoon. It's so great to see all of you again. And by that, I, of course, mean the students and the teachers. I haven't really seen most of you before, but it's great to see you also. The best part about today is actually, you're always thinking, iske book kaise honge, iske kaise honge. So we finally get to see if you were right or wrong. And, but yeah. So, moving on, much like all of my presentations in the last 4 years, I will go over time, but I will try to make it worth it, so please bear with me. I just like to get the personal stuff out of the way first. So on a personal level, I am eternally thankful and very, very grateful to everyone who's played a part in my journey thus far. And I've been blessed with some of the most amazing teachers, some of the most amazing mentors throughout my childhood. And this really does go all the way back to primary school or middle school. In fact, one of them is even here today, Sir Kevin, Joey's dad. Hi. He taught me way back in 5th grade in 2008 and 9. But his words have stuck with me ever since. His advice has stuck with me ever since. And he's always said that, one day when you achieve success or when you're successful, please don't forget me, always remember me. I'm not sure if I've done the first part yet. There's a long way to go, but I've definitely tried my best to stay true to the second part. So yeah, thank you so much for that, sir. It's easy to find him. You just have to look for the best mustache on campus and you'll see him. Obviously, other than that, my parents and my grandmother, my parents who are here today, obviously. Acha video ban rahi hai. Acha. So a huge shout out to them. Obviously, none of this would be possible without them. So thank you so much, and I love you as always. And my grandmother as well. She was a bit unwell, so she couldn't make it today. But उनकी जितनी दुआएं हैं या वो इतनी फूंके मारती हैं कि गर्मियों में एसी की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. So really a huge shout out to Ammi as well. And of course, my amazing friends. This obviously is not just limited to Badr and Shanze and Joey and Misam and Ifra and everyone, but this is to all of the people in my class, because I really do appreciate all of you and I will remember all of you, and you all have had unique personalities that have made this experience so amazing. And I really, really do love all of you from the bottom of my absolutely graded heart. Now for the faculty. And by faculty and staff, I really do mean everyone, right? So all the way from Sir Vikas and Ms. Rida. So Sir Vikas, always will be there to help you, assist you administratively, technically, any way that you want. And strangely, every time you walk into his office, headphones लगाए होते हैं, लेकिन आवाज़ सारी आ रही होती है. So I don't know what they're for. Maybe he doesn't want to talk to us. Ms. Rida as well for her amazing administration and coordination. That's the job title, right? But yeah. And also, she'll know that a teacher isn't coming, but strategically she'll tell us just 5 minutes before, just so we're on campus now. But huge shout out to Ms. Rida as well. Ma'am Rava, and amazingly, I have to look, yes, Ma'am Rava especially, and how I will not know how fast we jump from environmental, psych, or organizational behavior to, life advice or beauty and makeup tips and tricks and, and totke that always end up working, but it's great. So a huge shout out to her as well. Dr. Amna Bhatt for her relentlessly intimidating aura and her relentlessly intimidating aura, but very well-timed, sassy and sarcastic remarks to stupid questions, which is the only way to deal with stupid questions. So good job on that. Ma'am Rabia, especially, when you look at her and when she enters the class, she's all jolly and cheerful and harmless, and you're like, ye kya kar legi, और वो हंसते हंसते आपको चाइल्ड साइकोपैथोलॉजी या कॉग्निटिव न्यूरोसाइंस जैसे कोर्सेज पढ़ा लेती हैं और आपको होता है अच्छा like she looks so nice, but then she puts a neuron on the paper and says कि अच्छा myelin sheath बताओ क्या करती है, and you're like, how do I even do that? But Ms. Rabia, Dr. Farhad as well, especially Dr. Farhad, A scholarly professional wrapped within an endearing motherly presence is the best way that I can describe her. And yes, very well-timed auntie jokes with impeccable delivery that makes them funny. And हमारे अभी हमें समझ आ ही रही होती है, but उससे पहले वो अपने जोक पे हंस रही होती है. So that's always been great. And like everyone else said, her help with all the research and everything would not have been possible without her. So a huge shout out to Dr. Farhat as well. And of course, our very honorable and respected Dean and Director of IP, Dr. Ruhi Khalid. She is the one who has transformed this little experiment that she took over so many years ago into the bona fide juggernaut of an institution that it is today. And that is proven time and time again by the countless, spectacular results that IP produces, the fact that the valedictorian is also from IP as well. And this really is an institution that could not have been what it is today without Dr. Ruhi's guidance and her vision. So definitely, and again, the smoothest transition to online learning was also done by IP. So really that could not have been possible without Dr. Ruhi's guidance. And amazing courses, amazing exposure, the entire degree program has been so great. And of course, we've benefited a lot from her experience. She's extremely qualified and it really shows. So thank you to Dr. Ruhi. I mean, seriously, she probably has more degrees than today's temperature. But I think that's the entire faculty. Have I forgotten anyone? I don't really. Ma'am Ammar and Ma'am Fatma, of course. I think the biggest round of applause should probably go to them. They are the pinnacle, the epitome of professionalism, competence, sincerity, devotion, three other adjectives that I studied for my GRE, and pretty much everything else. They are what it means to be a teacher, an educator, a role model, a mentor. So and it's not just the competence with which they teach, but it's also the concern and the love and the compassion that they show when you are meeting them even outside of class or anything. So really, none of us would have been where we are today, yeah, sure, without you guys. So really from the bottom of our hearts, I think we extend gratitude and stuff. एक बड़ी मजे की चीज़ होती थी वो जो हमें टीचर evaluation फॉर्म मिलता था ना, तो मैं हर दफ़ा from semester 1 till 8 I used to write this one thing. It was anonymous, now it's not, but I used to write in the remarks, please give them a bonus as big as their hearts. I don't know if that worked or not. If it did, तो थोड़ा इधर भी yes कराएं. अगर नहीं तो चलो next time, it's fine. चले मास्टर पे try करूँगा. But yes, going towards the end of my speech, I think there are a lot of things that will, obviously miss. The little quirks that made our class what it is. 20 मिनट रहते होंगे पीछे से आवाज आएगी Miss Buzz, or the Shanzes are together in the attendance, उनका नाम भी इकट्ठा होता है, तो किसी एक का नाम present. But yeah, I'm being told to cut this short, so I think we'll always remember this because no matter how you end up somewhere or how you get there, the human beings have this miraculous ability to make that place home, and I think we've made that place home for ourselves, which is why we're going to miss it. And I'll leave you with a quote that I saw in a movie or a TV show actually that really resonated with me, and we're going to remember that I wish there was a way of knowing that you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. And now that we are, it's really starting to resonate, right? But yeah, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow friends, students, everyone, the BSc Honors Applied Psychology Badge of 2021 has left the building. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ammar. The Institute of Psychology